Hello everyone, I thought I would share with you one of my little top tip things. Basically, for those of you who are living on your own, or for those of you who are relying on other people to help you with things, this is a good one. So I am in the situation at the moment, which is basically Mel, who normally comes over and helps me, my sister, she is on a beach mission at the moment, and so I don't have her. And I've just looked in the fridge and we've pretty much run out of milk. So I'm going to make some. So here's my top tip. Get this. This is skimmed milk powder, which you would normally use in like bread making. And because obviously it's skimmed, you kind of go, oh goodness. I usually drink semi-skimmed, so skimmed is a bit like, oh dear. So this is what I have. I have this as my backup milk. Here we go. So as you see, I haven't got very much milk left at all. There's certainly not enough for us for tomorrow. So I'm going to make quite a lot. Hopefully, I'll just get. So I've got my jug, and the measurement that it says is 4.5 heaped tablespoons for 1 pint of milk. But actually, what I'm going to do is double that, because otherwise you get that really sort of skimmed milk taste. Which, you know, is fine if that's what you like, but I don't. So I'm just gonna, I don't normally measure things, I normally just pour them. But I should do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there it is. And then I'm just gonna add cold water to it from the stew. So there we go. I'm just gonna stir that. My whisk is needing washing, so I'm just using a beater from one of those electric beater things, which is fine. It smells a bit funky, but it'll be fine. And I've done this several times, and my husband hasn't noticed. So this one he will, because obviously he's going to see the video and go, ah. But that's okay. He knows that it's helpful to him as well. So now it'll look quite bubbly. See how bubbly that looks? But that will just calm down as the bubbles, look, you can already see them going. Woo. So the important thing is to make sure that you do this in time for it to get as cold as normal milk would. Especially if you're like deceiving people. It's not deceiving because I tell my husband, but it's the thing that, you know, they're going to guess if it's not up to the coldness that it would be normally. And then just taste it. It tastes a bit weird when it's warm, but that's okay. And then obviously the obvious one, well I think it's obvious anyway, is to pour it into the milk jug. There it is. I've just got tiny little bits of crumb left over from that, so just swirl that around. There we go! Magic! So the thing to do now is, before you put it in the fridge, sort of help it mix with everything else, and just sort of make sure that you've got rid of all the crumbs and stuff. I call them crumbs, but they're just like bits. Obviously don't shake it too much because we're not making butter. And there we go. We've got enough milk now. Perfect. And that is what I do. And that is what I recommend you do too. Okay. Right, it's been about, I don't know, probably about 4 hours. So I'll just see all the bubbles have gone. There we go. Now, because we've done the double quantity, it actually tastes really sort of creamy and really nice and everything. And so you don't have any of that sort of suspicious, slightly watery tasting thing, even though you've used water to make it, which is awesome. There we go. So I highly, highly recommend that sort of milk hack. Call it what you will. Yeah, so hopefully that will help. And I will continue to share with you my little cheats, basically, for everyday life. Okay, lots of love. Bye.